The silence after his mother's whisper felt like a weight pressing down on Ethan's chest. His breath came in shallow gasps as he stumbled backward, away from the grotesque figure before him. Her sewn lips shouldn't have been able to move, but he had heard her voice, an unnatural, warped echo that sent ice through his veins. His mother, if that thing even was her, tilted her head as if studying him. The black threads binding her mouth in a cruel mockery of silence twitched, almost like they were alive. Her hollow eye sockets bore into him, and though there were no eyes, he could feel her stare pierce straight through to his soul. Ethan turned to run, but the moment he did, the room twisted. The walls stretched impossibly far, the wooden planks curling like living things. Shadows slithered along the floor, merging and separating like oil on water. The air smelled of decay and something older, something rotten that had been festering for far too long. "Stay," the voice came again, but this time it wasn't just his mother's. It layered, multiple voices speaking in unison, echoing in his skull. Some were deep, others childlike, all of them unnatural. Ethan clenched his fists, forcing himself to move. He pushed past the suffocating air and darted toward the door, only to find it gone. Where there had been a wooden exit, there was now a gaping void, swirling with darkness that seemed to stretch into infinity. His mother moved toward him, the sound of her feet dragging against the floor sending shivers down his spine. He pressed himself against the wall, heart pounding, every instinct screaming at him to escape. Then, a hand gripped his wrist. He almost screamed as he turned to see Olivia beside him, her face pale but determined. Her fingers dug into his skin, grounding him. "Ethan," she said, her voice urgent. "You need to wake up." Wake up? He wasn't asleep, was he? Before he could question her, Olivia moved, yanking him forward. The room twisted violently, the walls stretching and contracting as if they were breathing. The grotesque figure of his mother let out a guttural sound, and for the first time, Ethan saw movement beneath her skin, something writhing just beneath the surface, as if her body was nothing more than a shell for whatever was inside. The sight nearly made him collapse, but Olivia didn't give him a chance. She pulled him straight into the void where the door had once been. Instead of falling, they landed hard on damp earth. Ethan coughed, his body aching as he pushed himself up. The air here was thick, heavy with moisture and the faint scent of burnt wood. His vision swam, but he could make out the shapes of trees, tall, gnarled things that clawed at the sky like skeletal fingers. They were in the forest. "How?" he started, but Olivia shook her head, helping him up. "They're trying to keep you here," she said breathlessly. "The longer you stay, the harder it will be to leave." Ethan's head spun. "Who? What's happening?" Olivia hesitated, her expression dark. "Ravenshade is feeding off you." The words made his stomach drop. He had felt the town's pull since the moment he returned, but this was something else entirely. "The people you see, the visions, they're not just ghosts," Olivia continued. "They're parts of the village itself, and it wants you back." Ethan swallowed hard. "Why?" Olivia didn't answer immediately. Instead, she turned, glancing through the trees. The mist curled thick between them, obscuring whatever lay beyond. "We need to move," she said finally. "They know we're trying to leave." As if on cue, a low, guttural growl echoed through the woods. Ethan stiffened. That sound, he had heard it before. From the grave. The ground beneath them trembled. Shadows stretched unnaturally long, twisting and writhing. Shapes moved within the mist, figures distorted and wrong, watching from the darkness. Then something massive stirred in the fog, a hulking silhouette, its form shifting like a mirage, eyes burning like dying embers. It had found them. Olivia grabbed Ethan's hand, her grip unrelenting. "Run." They didn't hesitate. Branches clawed at them as they tore through the undergrowth, their breath ragged, their legs burning. The ground beneath them shifted, soft and unstable, as if the very earth was trying to pull them under. Behind them, the creature moved. Each step it took reverberated through the trees, its breath a sickening wheeze, thick and wet like something drowning on dry land. Ethan risked a glance over his shoulder and immediately wished he hadn't. The thing wasn't just chasing them, it was growing. Its limbs stretched unnaturally, its form warping with every step. The mist coiled around it, feeding it, making it stronger. The trees thinned ahead, revealing a clearing. At the center stood something Ethan hadn't expected, a church, but not the ruined husk he had seen before. This one was whole. It pulsed with an eerie golden light, its stained glass windows flickering like fire. Olivia skidded to a stop beside him. "Inside," she gasped. Ethan didn't question her. They sprinted toward the doors, their pursuer mere steps behind. As they reached the entrance, Olivia slammed her hand against the wooden frame. The church doors burst open with an unseen force, and the moment they crossed the threshold, an overwhelming wave of pressure exploded outward. The creature let out a deafening, distorted wail as it was hurled back into the mist. The ground cracked, splitting apart in jagged, unnatural lines, swallowing the beast whole before sealing itself once more. Then, silence. Ethan doubled over, gasping for breath. His entire body trembled, his mind struggling to make sense of what had just happened. Olivia stood beside him, her own breath unsteady, but her eyes were locked on the altar at the far end of the church. Someone was waiting for them. Ethan followed her gaze, and his stomach clenched. There, standing in the flickering candlelight, was the priest. But this time his face was whole, and he was smiling.